Welcome one and all. I love science. I may not be a witch, but here I am. I'm the Science Witch, and happy Pride Day, everyone. It is June 26, 2016, and a year ago today, same-sex marriage was legalized in all 50 states. I mean, you probably know that unless you live under a rock. So I figured that I wanted to share my story of how I realized that I was a lesbian. As of right now, I have identified as a lesbian for over a year. I want to share the story of how I came to terms with my sexuality with you guys. It all started in first grade. I remember it distinctly as it was a Tuesday and we were heading to art class. And at least I think it was a Tuesday, but we were heading to art class. And there was a girl in my class who was a bit heavier set. And being that she was heavier, she had breasts. No, they weren't breasts developed from puberty or anything, but they were still boobs. And I remember looking at her and I was like, wow, I really like her boobs. After this, I was like, what the heck? How can I say that I like boobs? I like guys. I like boys. And I thought about it for the rest of the day. And it confused the fuck out of me, because, like I said, I thought I liked guys. And that has been something that was drilled into my head ever since I was in preschool, that guys like girls and girls like guys. That's how it's supposed to be. And I didn't really know any differently, and then when this happened, I was super confused. Like I said, I had no idea what was happening. So later on that day, once I had gotten home from school, I had written down in a journal that I think that I like girls. I don't know why, but I think I like girls and I'm super scared. I took the piece of paper out of the notebook, crumpled it up or folded it, and put it in a bin of wax apples that we had in the corner of my kitchen. I figured if I put it somewhere sort of out in the open, no one would find it because they'd just look past it. Well, lo and behold, my mom found it. And I screamed, I was crying, I was like, no, Mom, don't read it. And she read it, took me into her room, and had me explain why I was feeling that way. And when I did, she told me, oh, Tab, you're just envious. You just wish you had boobs. And trust me, you'll get them over time. And because, I was 7, everything my mom said had to be true, right? So I believed her. And things went on normally until 3rd grade. I was stumbling around in my parents' room and I had come across some magazines. Adult magazines. I mean, come on, I'm pretty sure everyone's dad had at least some adult magazines, but basically I had found adult magazines in my parents' room under their bed when looking for the cats, or our cat. I was like, oh boy, there's a very good-looking lady on the front of this, and she's not clothed. And I took it out from under the bed and started flipping through it. My parents weren't home at this time, so I didn't really have to worry about it. And I believe my sister was in the living room watching TV. I spent at least an hour flipping through at least 20 magazines, just feeling like I was such a sneaky child and knowing that this was something that I shouldn't be doing. And my heart was just beating faster and faster and faster every page I turned, which would probably lead to an unhealthy amount, but you get what I mean. I got to the point where I had to put it away because my parents came home, and I thought I would never do it again. That was a total lie. Every time my parents left the house, I was right in their bedroom because it's directly across from my room. I would go right into their room and look through magazines. I would remember which one I had left off on and take out the next one and start flipping through them again. I was 8 or 9 years old when this happened. It was pretty not child appropriate, but I guess my dad didn't do a very good job of hiding them anyways. But No one ever found out. I didn't tell anyone about it until middle school. Now, the next sort of event that happened was in 5th grade. I had a crush on a girl, but at the time I didn't realize it was a crush. That was sort of when I at least got butterflies around a girl. And I got butterflies every time she was around me because I would wear this fuzzy green jacket and she would call me a fazzoodle. And I thought that was the cutest thing ever. And it just fueled my attraction towards her even more. Now we have middle school. In 6th grade, I first started learning different terms and everything for people for different sexualities, and I figured, okay, so I've had a crush on guys and I've had a crush on girls, and girls are cute, so I guess I'm bisexual. And I stuck with that. I stuck with that until I had discovered the term pansexual and realized about different genders and realized I don't really care what gender people are, I guess. I had figured, okay, pansexual, that seems like it works, and 7th and 8th grade, that was that. And I am well, as of now, I am a junior in high school, but during my freshman year, I had realized, fuck it, I don't like guys anymore. I hadn't looked at a guy and thought, damn, he is a good-looking guy, I want to date that in such a long time. So I just kind of figured, yeah, I'm a lesbian. And that's how I've been for the past year and a half. And quite honestly, I think I figured it out. I think I have finally figured out that I am a lesbian. But, I mean, there could be a time in my future where I realize I was wrong, or I might have been wrong. I have a cousin who had dated a girl for like maybe 4 years and then left her because she realized she wasn't a lesbian. So that could happen to anyone. But being that I've had these experiences and these feelings all throughout my childhood, I'm pretty sure I know what I am. And I am proud to be a lesbian. I do occasionally get those feelings that, what if this is wrong? What if I'm not supposed to? Is this really a bad thing? But I have to just keep reminding myself that no, this is not a bad thing. I am happy to be a lesbian. And the entire journey of me discovering who I was has been crazy, between being outed by my sister to my mother and having to explain to my father what bisexual meant. It's been such a crazy time, but I really don't think I would ever change it. I'm proud of who I am, and that's that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this story. I definitely love telling it, and again, like I said, happy Pride Day to everyone, LGBT plus or not. If you're an ally, if you're LGBT, if you're straight, happy Pride Day, because this is definitely a day to go down in history and is a very, very important day in my life. So, thank you guys so much for taking your time to watch this video. If you enjoyed what you saw, take a stab at that like button to let me know, and I hope to see each and every one of you sometime in the very near future. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Bye!